Very good morning, students. We are starting our revision first lesson of history. Many students have doubt, and it is little bit too difficult to understand the lesson because we are not familiar with the social conditions what we are discussing in this lesson, because the European conditions was entirely different from Indian condition or what we are experienced today. At the same time, political condition and social condition, economical condition, everything it is different from our Asian countries or Indian condition. So we want to understand the basic thing like that. What is their socio-economic and political or sociological aspects of their life, differences of their life. So we are moving to the lesson first point, that is nation state. A large number of people, mainly common descent, language, history, inhabiting a territory bounded by defined limits and forming a society under one government is called nation. So many important points are there in that. A large number of people, it is not like that 10 or 20 members, it should be large number of people. And what all things they then what is the next feature, that they are having a common, what is the common, many things are there. Descent means their generations. Then language, they are having the common language. And history, and inhabiting in a territory bound, they are having that feeling like that we are living in this area and we are one. And defined limits and forming a society. The territory, it is that particular area, they can live here this much only, they should not go out of that territory like that. And they are having the forming a society under one government. Which type of form of government, that's not the matter. The different forms of governments are there. We are not thinking about the forms of government, we are thinking the one government. The one government means the one government, it may be monarchy or dictatorship or democracy or communist or socialist, like that. Any type of government, there should be a government to take care about the society, that is known as a nation. So when we are thinking about Indian condition, our common descent, descent means generation, it is not the same. And we know the when we are studying the anthropological situation or the history, in the Indian history, we can see the descendants, they came from different parts of Asia, even from Africa and Europe, like that. Or the descent we can see our forefathers came to India from different parts of the world. Then language, present in India we are having more than thousands of language, and in that 21 language it is kept as a scheduled language according to constitution. So not one or two language, many languages. So that situation was entirely different from European country. Then history. Okay, we are having the India, we are having a state with thousands of kings and their descendants, and the caste system and its drawbacks, like that. Many things are there. Then we are inhabiting in a territory bounded by defined, the defined territory, that is in starting when we studied in 6th standard, we studied like that Indian subcontinent, not India as a country or nation. We studied as Indian subcontinent. And India, we know that Pakistan, Afghanistan, then Nepal, Burma, Bangladesh, India, and parts of Myanmar, even Sri Lanka and Maldives, and parts of Maldives or Indonesia, everything was included in this Indian subcontinent. Afterwards, it divided into different countries. We know when Pakistan and Bangladesh, they divided. Pakistan divided in 1940s, and 1960s we can see the division of Bangladesh. Slowly like that, the one by one area, it is developing as a different country or nation. So these things what we are saying when we are comparing with European countries, and it is entirely different here in Indian's condition. So it is little bit too difficult to understand. So want to take care more to understand this lesson. So we are moving to next part, that is Frederick Soriu and his visualization, and what is his idea, what he is presenting in front of the people to see as a nation, because he is an artist. So the artist, he is presenting something to in front of the people to understand what his dream, like that the about the nation or the country. And we can see that it happened in 1848, that one century before of Indian independence. What happened, one of the French artists, what is his name, Frederick Soriu, and he prepared a series of 4 print. He is making a 4 print and visualizing his dream of a world made up of democratic and social republic, as he called them. What he made that picture, with the help of that picture, what he is trying, and he is trying to explain the democratic and social republic, and what he was thinking, like that, that is the best form of the world or society, like that. And the first print shows the people of Europe and America marching in a long train and offering homage to the Statue of Liberty as they pass by it. And the first print, he is explaining about saying about the European people as well as American people. What is the relation with America and Europe? Because this America here, what we mean, that is the people, those who migrated to American continent. That people, they are coming, they are marching like a long train, not 1 or 2 or 100 people. It is like a long train, they are marching. And when they are reaching in the Statue of Liberty, that time they are giving a homage. A female figure carries a torch enlightened in one hand and the Charter of the Rights of Man in other hand. So what is this liberty of Statue of Liberty? That is the picture. We can see that that is a figure or a statue made as a female. It is a female figure, and what all things are there in her hand? In one hand it is a torch of enlightenment, and another hand it is the rights of man, or charter of the rights of man, or a note about the rights of man. So she is standing with 2 things. One is enlightened torch, another hand with the charter of rights of man in other hand. Then next point, on the earth lies the shattered remains of the symbols of the absolutist institutions. On the earth, the statue is standing above the that pillar, and the people, we are living on the earth lies, who are lies here on earth, shattered. We are scattered or shattered, and symbols of absolutist institutions. The institutions, what are there? The as a kingdom or monarchy, dictator, like that, different institutions we can see. All these things it is showing in the picture. Then in the Soriu's utopian vision, the people of the world are grouped as distinct nation, identified through their flag and national costume. In his figure, he is showing that people, we said already, the people, they are marching in the form of a long train, and in that journey the people, he made the people of the world as they are grouped. They are becoming one special group as a distinct nation. How we are making the procession in the Independence Day, or like that, the housewives are the march fast of the different what we can houses, like that they are marching like in a group. And what they are making, that how they are making the groupism, distinct nations, different nations, they are making the groups. And how we can identify that one? We can identify through their flag as well as national costume. Means each and every nation have a particular national costume and their national flag. Now also we are having the national flag, but we don't have national costume. The next point, leading the procession, the USA and the Switzerland, followed by the France and Germany. Following Germany are Australia, kingdom of two Sicilies, that is the part of Italy, and Lombardy, Poland, England, Ireland, Hungary and Russia. All the countries one by one it is coming, and who is leading that one? That is USA. Then next one, Switzerland. These two countries are leading the procession. Then following the countries like followed by France and Germany. Next two countries it is France and Germany. Then coming other countries like Germany, Austria, then kingdom of two Sicilies, that is Italy, then Lombardy, Poland, England, Ireland, Hungary and Russia. Many place name again we will study when we are taking about taking of unification of Germany, unification of Italy and unification of Great Britain. Okay, Ireland and England will come, then two Sicilies will come, then Austria, Hungary will come, and Balkan countries when we are learning that time also again Austria, Hungary it will come. Then fifth point, from the heaven above, Christ, saints and angels gaze at the scene. The artist symbolize fraternity among the nations of the world. So from above, the middle, the Statue of Liberty, downside the people, and upside the heaven it is opened, and Christ and saints and angels they are looking at the people or at the scene in this the procession of the people, and with that what the artist saying like that, it is symbolizing the fraternity among the nations of the world, means all are brothers and sisters in front of God or in front of the divine power. So once again the major points about the visualization of Frederick, and first one, he made four pictures, four pictures, that is giving an idea to the people like that, to the world like that, democratic and socialist republic, and that name he given for that painting. And in the first print shows the people of Europe and America marching along a train and offering homage to the Statue of Liberty as they pass it. That is first point. Then what is Statue of Liberty? That you can write as a second point. A female figure carries a torch of enlightenment in one hand and the charter of the rights of man in other hand. Then second point, on the earth lies the shattered remains of the symbol of the absolute institutions. Then next one, in the his utopian vision, the people of the world are grouped in as a distinct nation identified through their flags and national costumes. Then fourth one, leading the procession are USA and Switzerland, followed by France and Germany. Following Germany are Austria, kingdom of two Sicilies, Lombardy and Poland, England, Ireland, Hungary and Russia. From the heaven above, Christ, saints, angels gaze at the scene, and the artists symbolize fraternity among the nations of the world. So we will continue in next video. These are the 5 points what we are learning. Then one more thing we studied about what is a nation according to the history or the nationalism in Europe. In according to that, what it mean nation or nation state, what it mean in French Revolution. A large number of people of mainly common descent, language, history, inhabiting a territory bounded by defined limits and forming a society under one government is called a nation. So learn now itself, read once again and listen once again and learn now itself. Thank you. We will continue in next video.